Hi. Welcome to our lingerie brunch. We're just gonna wait for Sonia and Upright Citizen to get in here. Oh, hi, they are. Let's see. Let's add them. Perfect. Go live. All right. Okay.
Can you see us now?
Yes. Hi.
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 Hola.
Oh, so good to see you.
How are you guys? I miss you.
I miss you a lot too. I miss
Oh,
you.
you're freezing.
I'm freezing?
Yeah, you're frozen to me.
Oh no. Okay.
I know our distance is physical and far, but not on Jonathan's. So
you want me to add another his instead?
I'm going to log off and then log back on and see if that helps.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Am I still
Okay.
frozen?
Yeah, you're still frozen.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. So
I'll do that.
okay. Sounds good. Hold up, everyone. Little technical difficulties. Sonia will be back. Sonia and Jonathan. Let's see. Oh, hi, Bug. Oh, yay. Mwah. Let's see. Oh, it's so good to see everyone coming in. Okay, and we're going to try to reconnect. Here we go. Here we go. Connecting. Fucking cute.
Hi guys, I'm back.
Moving, movable.
Moving everything, it's perfect.
Yay! Well,
Quarantine gloves.
I love it. I love it. That's good. Yes. I mean, I'm having coffee because we ran out of alcohol other than beer. I do have sake.
Sake is my next best. Like, that's my favorite choice. But for brunch, you can have coffee, wine, sake, mimosas, nothing, tea, weed, whatever.
No, you have to have something. Drink your water, okay? Stay hydrated.
Very true. It's harder sometimes when we're not moving around outside so much.
Totally. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, are you guys excited about seeing some lingerie?
I am super excited. I actually put on.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Okay. Hold on. Gotta get this chair out of the way. Okay. Ready for the reveal?
Da 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 da. Oh my.
Yeah. Hello.
So hot.
The president, not our current.
Yeah, no, girl, that
JFK all the way.
super red. Turn around.
So, okay.
Cute.
And, so
adorable.
I tucked them in, but it has garter capabilities too.
That's Jonathan's favorite too.
Yeah, I love garters. I didn't have any tights that didn't have rips in them, really. So, but yeah, I love this piece. This is actually a vintage piece.
Yeah.
I bought it in when I was living in San Francisco. I was having a super rough day. So I went to go treat myself at this little boutique vintage lingerie store exclusively. So they just did vintage lingerie. They have some new stuff Dita Von Teese's line and stuff, but it was a lot of vintage. And she said this is a vintage Spanish designer, and
it's gorgeous.
It's made for you. So I spent a lot of money, but it's worth it. I still wear it years later. Although I say it's hard to get over my butt now.
Here's the thing though, that's the thing about lingerie in general. I think for me, one of the things that I love about it is that no matter how down you may be or whatnot, you put on a nice piece of lingerie, and for me at least, immediately it boosts my mood and it makes me feel so much better. And right now, I hadn't worn anything cute for a while, so I did it today. I kind of dressed up a little bit, and I wore lingerie too. I'll show you in a minute, but it totally made me feel like so much better.
Yeah, I know. I've been doing that occasionally. You know, it's a lot of time at home, obviously. And yeah, anytime I can have the opportunity to like get a little dressed up and excited for something, like these lives have been really awesome and helpful for me to stay sane. So,
Yeah, I get it.
yeah, it's
Me
definitely
too.
self care, super hard time.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully everyone else is feeling a little bit of that relief while we're on here and having fun with us and
Yeah.
talk just about all like the positives and try to stay, you know, in a good thought. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about a little bit about lingerie, and I was so excited about coming on with you. So thank you for thinking of this. And I was doing like research because well, Jonathan actually collects lingerie, and
Wear it though. I'm just kidding.
Can't wear it though.
yeah, he can. He could. He can.
But will
But I think he likes it when somebody else wears it.
right. I can imagine so.
So we were doing like some research, and I usually do like I like to read about it. And I was reading about like the history, and it's so interesting because I like didn't think about it this way, but when lingerie started, it was just like it was something for like to protect the clothing that people were putting on top. So
Right.
it was more like functionality. Like I didn't want to perspire onto my expensive, beautiful piece, so I'm going to wear lingerie or a slip underneath. And then the corset was the first item that was made where the item needs to fit the body versus no, I'm sorry, the body needs to fit the item versus the other way around. And it was made purely for visual pleasure and to make the breasts larger,
Right.
and the waist appear smaller. And so I love corsets, and I thought that that was really cool. And then I was reading about just like garter belts because that's his favorite. And
yeah,
I thought that garter belts were like been out for ages, and I guess the real like what we know as the garter belt now wasn't invented until like the 20s. Because before that, dresses were long and people didn't want to have to wear stockings.
Right. Oh wow.
So they wore like socks, to cover their ankles. But once ankles were sexy, then they had to cover still the skin, so they would wear lingerie.
That's when ankles were scandalous.
More scandalous, and that's when the garter belts came in, which I'm so happy they invented those because I love.
Yes. Although, do you have any tips for the back part of your garter belt? Because I always struggle. I gotta get in like yoga positions to get my stocking attached to the back. Like
I do have a really good tip that I like to share. So one tip is when you're like, if you have somebody with you, have them put it on for you.
That's
right?
it. Although usually you're putting it, I mean, not usually necessarily, but a lot of the time you're putting it on for that person that would be able to help. So you want to surprise.
Well, yeah. So the other thing that you can try is extending it, like making it as long as possible in the back, because you know how you want it to be shorter. Sometimes you pull it up and then you try to put it on. So first making it as long as possible, and then attaching it, and then tightening it afterwards. And a lot of people may not do that, but it is a little bit of a struggle, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I didn't think of that, and now I feel silly for not thinking of that, but I will totally try that.
Yeah, adjust after. Smart. A lot of times we adjust prior, and it's kind of like the same idea for set. You adjust once you place the plate. You leave it sort of like where you think it's going to fit you still, and then you adjust that set, right?
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So the other thing that I wanted to share about doing like garter belts and doing thigh highs, that there's a difference, and a lot of people like even choosing the right lingerie that goes together is important. So like when I wear garter belts, I don't wear thigh highs because thigh highs are the ones that connect or have that like they stay up on their own versus stockings. And stockings sometimes can be hard to find. And so Jonathan and I usually find it to be the funnest thing to do is get some hosiery that I don't use anymore or that's really cute, and we cut it up. Again, I like the whole punk aesthetic, so for me, and then also in the early days, stockings looked more like that. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing this
oh my God.
waist cincher corset. And if you look at this stocking here, Jonathan actually cut that up.
Oh yeah, I see.
So it's it was like a full-on pantyhose. And the other thing that I like to do when I'm wearing lingerie in general is to layer. So like I'll wear hosiery, and then I'll wear stockings over the hosiery, and then I'll put garter belts because it's like a fun dress up thing.
Right.
So
and it's fun to take off piece by piece.
he turned away. He's like, yeah, it is. It is. And so like I'll show you guys again later, but like I'm wearing like 5 different pieces layered on top of each other. And
yeah.
It's just part of like kind of like unraveling or opening a present.
The best present.
Best present. And one of the other things that I wanted to share with you is like a lot of people get a little bit shy about lingerie, like not necessarily shy, but when will I wear it? What should I do with it? So one of the things that are fun right now during COVID-19 times, it's like love in the time of cholera or something.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It is all about, dressing up, and you can do like a mini photo shoot. Like you can take selfies, take pictures, do it for yourself. It doesn't have to lead onto something. It could just be, or it can.
Yeah, but I think you're so right that it just feels really good to, like dress up and feel confident, take pictures, and that can be part of your like interaction with someone else, send them photos or something,
Yeah.
So you can definitely a lot of people know about my bodysuit addiction. I have a million bodysuits. And just I notice like when I wear one, for me it's like my confidence piece, so it just elevates my mood, even if it's not necessarily for someone else. It can just be your own joy.
Yeah, the other thing is like you can wear lingerie every day underneath your outfits, no matter what they look like. It's really cool to feel that, like, hey, you know what, I'm working right now, I'm wearing whatever, but underneath I'm wearing something that makes me feel good.
You have no idea what's happening underneath.
Somebody that I look at and inspired Jonathan a lot in his photography. So if you guys saw like the little flyer that you chose of my picture with the blue velvet against this red couch that some of you might recognize from the Rope Collective.
Yeah.
I was wearing an outfit that I got inspired through by Helmut Newton, and Jonathan does photography for he loves like fetish photography. What else? Like boudoir.
I've seen some of your fashion stuff and like your hair and makeup. That's amazing too.
And we wanted to show you
this.
So if you guys are interested, can you see this?
Ooh. What does it say? It's backwards in writing.
Right. So it says Helmut Newton, pages from the glossies. We have about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 or 8 of his books kind of laying around today. And he was an amazing photographer. And Jonathan and I were talking about it, that it's definitely been one of our biggest inspirations when it comes to like beauty and fetish and photography and lingerie and all of this stuff. I think that's what sparked my interest even in rope. So I wanted to show you guys. Do you want to look through that and show them something that you love in it?
Oh, and I'm seeing all the sweeties in here. Hi, Rope Dreams.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes. What's your favorite? So other than bodysuits, what else do you like to wear? Is there anything else that you...
So I'm really obsessed with bodysuits because, like, mostly because rope, like, they're so comfortable and functional in rope,
right.
you know? So I really love them for that reason, but then I have like categories, you know? So, oh my God, that's amazing.
That's just like the one right now that I found that I just thought if you want to show them that one, that's...
Yeah. Ooh, that's really cool. Yes.
And we did a lot of fetish photography.
Oh,
Can you see that?
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, she's a horse. I love it.
Yeah. So there is like, oh, I could go on and on. And
yeah,
if you guys ever come to the Rope Collective class, classes that you teach, I will have a little library that that you guys can check out. The books here at the studio. I wouldn't want you to take them home, but definitely check them out at the studio.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. People are going to love that. I will love to flip through those.
And so anyways, there's a ton more, and maybe I'll show you some more pictures later. There's that book, and then there's another one, a photographer that I love as well. His name is David LaChapelle.
Oh my God, I love him.
Right? And
he's my favorite photographers.
And Jonathan and I both are always super inspired by his craziness.
Oh my God, I love him.
All that stuff.
Yeah, his stuff is totally wild, and I love like how crazy vibrant. Oh my God, didn't he do that Rolling Stones with Britney Spears with like the Teletubby?
Yes. I have it, like, again, I'll leave this, you guys, so I can't wait for, you know, us to be able to get back together here at this studio. And I was just thinking and talking to Jonathan about how we could definitely one day come in and do a little lingerie talk and really show you guys in person some really cool historical pieces and books.
So rad. I've thought about, because you know we have Life Drawing, which has been a huge, awesome success, and like, oh my God, those nights are just so special. But you were talking about, and I've talked to other like attendees of the collective who said they would be super interested in this, is doing like a photo, you know, a group photo shoot where we put together some scenes, get some really nice models, you know, we could incorporate the lingerie, would be really cool. And then people can just come, photographers can come and photograph. It's a great way for photographer, because I know there's like this weird thing where like photographers and models, you know, we both want to get paid and benefit, and you know, we're both working, but it does get kind of weird sometimes. Like, okay, are you going to pay the model? Is the model going to pay the photographer? Is the photographer going to pay the model? And especially when you're starting in either of those things, those professions.
I'm so glad you brought this up.
Yeah, it's like that can be really hard to jumpstart, because if you don't have a portfolio, like now that I have a really, like, I'm proud of my portfolio.
Beautiful.
So now I feel like a little, like, I don't know about, I feel weird saying professional model, but I'm like a working model for sure. So I feel like doing these little group things is such a great way to like build your portfolio and be collaborative, you know, as you're preparing to like get into it more seriously as like a working professional, you know?
Dude, totally. And here's the thing that I would love to add to that. I let Jonathan can, if you don't want to chime in, that's fine, but he's a little camera shy sometimes. That's okay. That we talk about is, you know, that whole idea between the relationship between photographer and model, especially when it comes to fetish, rope,
Yeah.
just in general fetish, because I consider in that sense, rope being part of that, is there are like different ways to view it. And I think that a rule of thumb is that if the photographer is asking for a photo shoot from you,
Yeah.
then the photographer is paying you, or you come up with an idea of trade for print. I can use your pictures for this. You can use my photography that I did on you for that. Yeah. With like a complete on the table, like these are the expectations.
Right. Yes.
If a model is looking for a portfolio photographer and she has specific, or he has specific ideas and wants somebody to support them in that idea, then that model needs to pay the photographer.
Yes.
If there's a specific project like that, right? If it's something where, you hold something like the Rope Collective situation where everybody can come in, photographers and models, and they have something like you said, then that can be a total just trade for print and an awesome, easy way in, right, John?
Right. Like a very collaborative experience.
Super. And we have the space and the props and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, because I definitely agree with you that it's kind of like who approached too, because when I get asked to do, and it really depends on my schedule. If I'm really busy, I'll be like, okay, I only want to take paid gigs right now because I'm really busy. But when photographer where I like their stuff, but they want to do a trade or something collaborative, unpaid, I've kind of like started saying the same thing where I'm like, I'm busy, but I like your work. And if you come to me with like a location and a concept, and I'm not doing the creative content part of it as much, then I'm usually like down, because if it's just like show up and work instead of like working to make it a thing, then I'm so much more apt to do it. And I've had some people who like don't, they're still like, but where are we gonna shoot? And I'm like, that's what I don't want to have to do.
You have to, number one, if you're gonna get approached, you need to be like, if you're a photographer, you guys, if you're a photographer, you need to be a photographer. Like, you don't show up with your iPhone and like no place, no ideas, and be like, okay, just model. Make sure that that the person that is taking your photos, boys or girls that are taking photos,
or non-binary pals,
or non-binary, or I know, I'm just like, throwing. I know.
I trip up. I noticed in my first episode, I being from Tucson, we always say like guys as like,
yeah, I know. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. See,
more respectful of that, and be conscious of other people's experience to words. So I'm trying to like get better at that for sure.
Yeah, and you're right. And thank you so much for bringing that up. I think for me, because I'm married to a photographer, I immediately say him, they, like boys, and then I'm like, oh, and girls, like very inclusive. And I'm sorry about that, but exclusive. But
we're all work in progress for sure. Yeah. So
yeah, for sure. And you know me, I'm super like,
well, I think everybody involved with the collective and, everyone who comes, that's, inclusivity is super important to us. So getting people's pronouns right and making for space is really important.
And that's really actually been something that we've learned a lot with being part of the Rope Collective, actually, is being more conscious. And
oh my God, someone said darlings and lovelies make wonderful non-gendered inclusive verbiage. Oh, I love that. You lovelies.
I love that. Thank you so much for adding that.
Yes. Thank you.
So yeah, thank you. I'm working on it, and it's no excuse, but I will definitely try not just try, but you know, it's one of those things that they just come out naturally as you progress in your consciousness. So
yes,
beauty,
beauties,
yes. Hey, beauty. Oh my gosh.
Hey, beauty.
I always use one of my best friends says peeps, so I always say, hey, peeps. You know, my peeps. So ridiculous, but beauties I like a lot. So, are you ready, beauties, to see some lingerie?
I'm super ready.
All right. So I'm going to give the camera to Jonathan. I just want to flip it around, okay? So here we go. Are you ready?
So ready. Oh God, I'm gonna buy something, aren't I?
I don't know, but maybe. I just love to share this stuff. So before I get started,
oh my God, I'm loving what you're wearing.
This is what I'm wearing today.
Today.
So I'm wearing a ripped up pair of hosiery, some hosiery underneath. I'm wearing this. Can you remind me the name of the designer?
Catherine Courtney.
Catherine Courtney's waist cinching corset, and then I'm wearing actually a bodysuit underneath it, and I'm wearing another piece of lingerie. So like I said, I layer for sure, but I really like how this kind of like made it all together. So that's what I'm wearing today, and then I just like to throw this little kind of little gesture over it. So
I love it.
You guys.
So, Rope Dreams asked if it's for sale up front. I think what you're wearing is part of your personal collection, but you're going to show us some for sale lingerie?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So what I'm wearing right now is definitely not going anywhere. It's my personal collection, but I do have a lot of stuff. You will be maybe a little quite shocked, a little surprised of how much we actually really do have. And when I said I had a lot, I have a lot. So we'll get started. And this piece here, this little piece here is dead soft. So that means it's never been worn. It is.
Wow.
So it's by the same designer of the waist cincher that I'm wearing now. So you can see that.
That's so cute. It's very retro.
And look at the back. I love this. I think that this part here is my favorite.
Yeah.
Because, well, you can see the skin underneath.
Wow. And that goes on your booty, right?
So that goes on the booty. Yes, on the
the
fanny.
The one you're wearing.
And it is the same designer. Yes. Here's another piece.
Oh, that's cute.
So cute. And I love the fact that they're high-waisted. A lot of the vintage pieces are higher waisted. Yeah. But then again, you can wear it a little bit lower too. It all depends on your body and how you prefer things.
Right. Yeah.
Now this piece here is a true vintage. So if you look at like how the clasps are made, this is a big piece because it's metal, but it's probably a little bit newer. Right. When you get something from like the 50s, you will see a big difference on the clasp.
Oh yeah, I've seen those clasps. They're like little plasticky pieces, right?
They're plastic, but they are metal as well. So they're very
right. You like put the plastic in the metal, yeah.
I don't know if you can see, but look at that detail on the eye here and how it's hooked in.
Oh, that's so cool. So it's not
this part here, the little tag. I just love a pretty vintage tag. And having that against my skin and just knowing that there's a little bit of history in this, I don't know. I love that.
Ooh, so good. Is there any lingerie for he or they? So for non-binary folks or?
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, I think that everything can be worn by anyone. So,
yeah. Is the right size? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if it's the right size, absolutely. I think that they can wear anything that we have, and I'll go through all the pieces so you guys can check them out. Everyone can check them out. You see me? I'm so terrible. I will.
I'm the same way.
I will correct myself though, so don't get upset at me. Please be gentle. As I'm coming out this way.
Okay. And someone also is asking for larger sizes too. So hopefully we can do some varied sizes and stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely. We do. So
Yeah.
here's the thing. A lot of the things that I pulled out, I just definitely grabbed from the store. And so we have different sizes from extra small to extra large. And as I go through them, unfortunately, because they are vintage, we don't carry more than one size in each piece. So every piece is unique.
Because everything's unique.
Yes. So if I don't find, or if I don't go through a lot of the pieces that are small enough or large enough for all my beauties that are watching, I do have more pieces that we have in stock. And
Yeah.
Jonathan and I will be uploading after today all those pieces on our Instagram so that everyone can check them out and see. So,
Yeah, I know. I kind of like, especially if you might be larger bodied, a lot of 90s are so cute and definitely give you a lot of breathability and room. So yeah, I like those ones for sure. Yay, beauty's cute.
So we definitely have a lot of pieces that are just like little garter belts like these.
Cute, yeah. And those are definitely great for all body types too, because they're just a very like small piece of fabric, but they usually are like adjustable, right? Like
they are. So a lot of them are adjustable, and everyone, like you said, can wear them. And it just depends on the waist size, really. But a lot of them do have like hooks in the back. So if you look at the hooks here, they all usually have like 3 different sizes of hooks. So like a small could go pretty tiny to close to a medium, and the medium can go on and large like that as well. So they are adjustable. We have beauties like this as well. So this one is a belt that has the patent leather lining, and it is a crisscross here, so that's adjustable, and then the back is adjustable as well, of course. And this one is from Fredericks of Hollywood, and it is a size small.
Oh, I love Fredericks.
I know. So Fredericks, I didn't realize this, but Fredericks invented the thong, by the way. I was like, what? I didn't know that.
I love that.
In the 80s.
Someone's asking where you can purchase. So yeah, we're gonna I'll definitely link when I make the post for this, I will link everything. But you're gonna want to DM Upright Citizen. It's upright_citizen_studio. Singular, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna DM them. They're gonna be posting on their stories a lot of the pieces, and you can purchase through their Venmo or DM them.
Exactly. This is another piece this is a size large, extra large. It's a size 38, and it is like a crisscross. You can put it up, and it is a garter belt. What's really cool about pieces like this is that if you can wear it as a top, if you just want to wear it out on its own. You can wear it as well without the garter belt part, so you can remove these. These are detachable.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool as well. We have pieces like this. And then we have a ton of little, like, this bodysuit is cute. Velvet and lace.
It's velvet and lace? Okay.
Yes. It's 2XL. So this size is 2XL. It's it has like the clear back. It snaps at the bottom, and it is just like an amazing little piece from Victoria's Secret. So some of the lingerie that we have is from the late 90s, early 2000s. Most of it is true vintage. So we have it mixed, but definitely if it's vintage inspired, we definitely have it. This is another little vintage piece that I think you would love, actually.
That is really, and I like the kind of like tapered waist in. That's super cute.
And it has the little V kind of reverse V right there. And it has high waist, like high waisted.
Oh, look at those little frills.
So it has little frills, and then it has them here as well.
Oh,
how cute is that? And then you can tie it
that's
in the front
cute.
as well.
Love.
So cute, right? So
Yeah.
if there's anything specific that people want to see, let us know. So there's these little garter belts here.
Oh my God, look at that.
I love
Oh. Okay, that one I might have to be put aside for Tony. How cute.
This is adorable.
It's really cute. Yeah. I love it.
There's this piece as well.
Oh, that's pretty. That's a nice.
It ties in the back. This one is a size, one size fits all.
Oh,
which
nice.
is interesting because it does have a wire. But I feel like the way it's placed, it's really beautiful, and it stretches, and then honestly, like, you can open it so much from the back or keep it really nice and tight.
Yeah.
It has the garter belt, and then it ties there. So I'll maybe just wear it. Then this one is a size medium, and I love this color. I don't know what it is about it.
Cute. Oh, and the little buckles. That's very like industrial goth, but vintage.
Right? And then it has that leather. It's similar to the other piece where it had that leather, like that leather shiny. And then it ties in the back, and I love a good cincher. And another really good feature of this one is that it doesn't just tie here, but you can actually hook it up on the side as well.
Nice.
Yeah. And it goes, actually, I just realized it's very similar in color to this.
Ooh, I like that. And that's kind
I'll show you guys all of those in it.
oh my God, I love the like.
So, did you cut off, girl?
Oh, I was saying I love in the background along the wall. There's like all of these like 90s that remind me of like Greece.
Yes, right. So here's a lot of little like pieces. This one here is adorable.
Oh, that is cute.
It's a size 14, 16, and what's really cute about this piece, it's like a little skirt, and it has these that can be removed. Actually, no, they're
that is really adorable.
But this one is adorable. Love it.
I love it.
I think this is very Baba Girl.
Ooh, I love that.
So I'm gonna put it. The reason I put it against this white is so you guys can check it out. But look how pretty that is.
I got a warning. Okay, I got a warning that my phone is dying pretty soon. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a charger, but you can keep showing.
Well, oh yeah, for sure. So this is another beauty that that I love. I love the faux little fur right there, or feather. And this is another piece that when I saw this, I don't know if everyone thinks this or not, but when I look at it, it reminds me of like caging, almost like little cages. I don't know why I think that. That's where it goes. But this one is a beaut.
Okay. Plugging in.
And this is a vintage Victoria's Secret. And what's funny about vintage, little side note is, I wanted to clarify the differences between retro, vintage, and antique. So anything that's retro is not really vintage. Anything retro means that it could be vintage inspired, like I don't know, like a 60s psychedelic dress that's made for costume. That would be retro.
Right.
Vintage, it's something that is 20 years or older, and antique is 75 years or older. But when we refer to vintage, typically we refer to vintage of something that is from about, I would say, people would say 40 years or older, but in reality,
Right.
20 years is already considered vintage. So some of these pieces from Victoria's Secret with the old tag that are like from the 90s are vintage, and this piece definitely shows it. The way it's constructed is so beautiful.
Yeah, I love that lace is really beautiful too. Cute.
And then we get into the negligee. So I'm going to show you guys some petties and some like baby dolls, which are the shorter ones. And there is a ton. And again, I will be putting them up on our Instagram. As soon as we're done, we'll start uploading some of these. And this is a piece that I think is adorable.
Oh,
it's
cute.
sort of like French maid inspired, I guess.
Yeah, that's adorable.
I love colorful things like this. And if you're at home a lot right now and you just want to feel cute and vibrant, these are definitely a way to go.
Yeah, and they look super cute too. Oh, cute. I love that.
This is one of my favorites because it has a total baby doll.
Oh, that is adorable. And that looks like it could definitely, like, a lot of these look like they're really good for all body types.
Absolutely. That's what I love about them. So, yes. I love
Oh
these
my God.
super vibrant pieces.
Oh, cute.
This is a little bit older, so this is from the 40s, and the material on this one is a little bit thicker. It's taffeta, and it has some sheer lacing, so it's pretty cute.
I like it. Ooh, what a pretty peach.
It's a really this one has like cream lace over it, and it's so pretty. And I don't know if you remember this, but I used to wear slips. You're probably a little too young for that one, but I used to wear slips as dresses in the 90s.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was huge. Thank you, Madonna.
Yes, Madonna, Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
Prince would wear some lingerie outfits too. So did David Bowie. Who else? Madonna.
Yeah.
Sonia Tabor.
Oh my God, someone said the red one would be perfect for me to wear to play parties. Absolutely. I remember when play parties were a thing. They might be the last thing that we're allowed to do because that's a lot of sharing.
You know what? Everyone. I am a little bit bummed out because Folsom Street Fair.
Oh,
not gonna happen.
No, that should be the last thing that happens because Folsom is.
I know.
Rims these days.
I know. Even if it was a thing, I wouldn't go, which is sad.
I
don't know.
Yeah, I've performed at Folsom a couple of times with this rope booth, Bear, and I remember I think it was like my last performance at Folsom. I was like, I don't think I'd be here if I wasn't performing because this is overwhelming for sure. But
I think that for me, it's because we have like our own little areas and places and people that we'd like to see and just being outside of the norm. But right now, like being in this situation that we're in, I realize who cares? Like I love this lifestyle. I love lingerie. I love talking about it. I love showcasing, and I feel like there's a lot more consciousness coming up in just humanity, and I honestly, hopefully in a couple of years, can't wait to go back and be in situations where there's a ton of people and able to feel a little bit safer. Hopefully that day comes. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've definitely noticed that with the collective, and definitely part of what I'm trying to do with it is like, no, like let people know that it is something that people do, and it is something we love, and that's okay, and kind of like breaking down these taboo barriers that really like kind of like stifle us, you know, from what we really
Absolutely. Do. Absolutely. I'm so glad that you do that. And again, you know, I'm the first one to admit, like, for so many things that we, as a person, as a human, I'm not conscious of, because we get, I know, I'm going to speak for myself, I get stuck in my little world and the things that I'm used to know. And coming from like a conservative, very conservative Catholic family where a lot of things are not okay. I mean, to the fact that I have 17 tattoos that nobody knows I have until today, probably, if they're watching, you know. But other than, you know, that, there's nothing that should be talked about or said. And so it's been a learning experience, just like how inclusive my language is, and how inclusive my art is, and everything that I do has been definitely changing, and along with it, the Rope Collective, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, that makes me like super feel very warm inside to hear that. Oh, that was what I was talking about. That is so Sandra D. I love it.
Look at these sleeves.
Yes.
Those sleeves are amazing. And then if we take this off, what's really cool, so this is something I've done before. So if you're not sure, so what I'm wearing right now is, you know, something similar to that. So if I were to want to wear this out, I actually could. I could just wear this as a little coat over a dress. Sometimes you don't know what to wear. You
could just put like a belt on it.
Yeah, you can belt it. You can leave it open. You can wear whatever. But, you know, a lot of times we get a little nervous about wearing things. It's not the time anymore. So I can't wear it, you know?
Yes.
So that can be worn over anything.
Oh, Switchy Itch said that's so Audrey Hepburn.
That's
you were right about that.
Very true. So this one is definitely older. Probably 60s, maybe 70s here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put that one back, and I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show everyone. You see? Gosh. I don't care. I'm going to remind myself every time. Okay, so do you recognize this art piece right here?
Yes, Charlie C in the house. We love that.
So this is another piece very similar, and it has like the ruffle lace on the sleeves.
Oh, cute.
And it's really, really cute.
Yeah, I love that.
This one is this is not together. I put it together. Okay. But this duster here is probably from the late 40s, maybe 50s. It is gorgeous. The lace is that kind of vintage white, and it has the mustard velvet trim, and it's, if you look at the inside, it has a sheer material to cover the lace, and it can be worn anyway. But I think of Lucille Ball with this one, and she's my favorite. So
yes, I saw your story about I Love Lucy, and it was so great because me and my mom used to watch I Love Lucy like every single day. So she is a total vintage clothing inspiration for sure.
That's rad.
Okay, my phone doesn't want to charge. If I can't get it to, we might have to
cut it off. That's okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go through these last few pieces, just kind of like a pan-in. So we have a ton of pieces like these. We have other sets like this one that is double. So it has another piece inside. We have body suits like this. This one is adorable.
Oh, I like that.
Super cute. We have pieces that are just little like sheer dusters that are short that can go over the course, the body. We definitely have gloves, and we have a few different colored stockings. We have bloomers, which I personally think they are so adorable. So here's a bloomer that I want to share with you.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
We have a ton of little corsets.
Oh my
I
gosh.
do also have a large array of
Oh, cute. Yes, Robe Dreams, you should totally check out the whole Upright Citizen store. There's so many fucking cute pieces in there. Pardon my French.
these pieces right here. I love them because they can be worn like around the neck, around the hair, or around the eyes.
Oh, cute.
And again, like we have a ton of vintage dresses and coats. I decided I thought this would look really cute together. It reminded me of Madonna, so I thought it was funny that you said Madonna earlier.
Yeah, right?
So this little vintage faux fur with a bustier and this vintage garter belt. This little negligee is adorable.
Wow, that is beautiful.
And then that corset right over there.
So
and
cute.
that's pretty much it. I mean, we have a ton of things that we could share with you guys. This is just some of it, and pieces. If you are interested, you can always DM me if you saw something that you love. If you want to just talk lingerie, if you have pictures of lingerie that you love and you want to share.
Everyone send your lingerie. We should make a post.
Absolutely. If you're wearing anything lingerie-like, please send us a pic. What were we going to say, John?
Just show them what you're wearing again.
All right. So.
All right, my dears. Well, thank you so much for doing this. This was so much fun. I had a great time. Love you both. And can't wait to be reunited. Bye. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
That's Jonathan.